The day after his death, I walked down the hallway looking for him. School was silent. As I walked through the halls, all that were heard were the footsteps and the opening of lockers. No one knew what to say. I'm not one to really show my emotions in front of people, but that day I could not help it. Every period I found myself thinking about Ty. In every period, tears proceeded to drip from my eyes. Some of Ty's friends had assembled a candlelight vigil in memory of Ty. When I had arrived, it started raining. It was as if the world was setting the tone for the night. So many people came to support one another. I looked at the faces in the crowd and was overwhelmed with the sadness of it all. Words couldn't explain the heartbreak that was happening. In the middle of the event, Ty's 15-year-old sister, who we all knew and went to school with, started screaming. A scream that contained so much hurt and loss and pain. She started screaming for her big brother, and I have yet to hear that amount of desperation in a person's voice since. The pain was real. The hurt was real. But that moment did not seem real. That night changed me forever. My thoughts drifted to my family, and my heart began to ache as I thought of a life without them. There was nothing more, nothing I wanted more, and then for them to be there with me, so I could tell them my feelings I most often kept inside. I wanted to tell them how much I loved them, and I vowed I would start letting them in. I looked up and saw that it started lightning, but thunder could not be heard. I remember thinking in between those flashes of light that maybe that was Ty's way of letting us all know he was still with us. March 13th, 2016. Ty Keston was racing on a dirt track in a motocross race. His bike hit a rut and he was thrown off into a tree. He didn't die right away. His ribs had punctured his lungs and he was life-flighted out. He died on the way with his mother next to him. Ty Keston has entered my thoughts every day since. I give my mother a hug every time I leave the house now. I've started spending more time with my 6 siblings. I cherish the moments of laughter and tears because you never know when those moments will come to an end. Ty Keston died doing what he loved. He was fearless. And that is how I intend to live from now on. No longer afraid to let people in. No longer afraid of what tomorrow will hold. Living every day as it were my last. Living every day to its fullest potential. Living every day fearless.